How many people know that things are only hard if you don't understand them? You know that if you see someone driving a car and you don't know how to drive, you'll be feeling like, it must be a lot. The person is turning. The person is moving like this. The person knows when to trafficate or signal. The person. But when you learn how to drive, after a while you realize that it is one of the most mindless things. You're not even thinking. You are just moving. The only reason why it seemed hard before was that you didn't know what to do. And that's the same thing about marriage too. A lot of people think marriage is hard because they don't know what to do. Marriage is one of the easiest things. The only problem is that we usually don't know what to do. So today, what I want to share with you are the things that you have pledged to do when you say I do. Because a lot of times, we conduct weddings, I even attend weddings, and I see a lot of people, they will come to the front, they say, do you take this man? I do. Do you pledge to do this and submit in all things? The girl will not be looking into his eyes. I do. Pastor will now say, we can't hear you. She'll say, I do. They will say, do you promise to forsaking all others as long as you both shall live? The man will say, I do. Pastor say a little bit louder, I do. Can we give Jesus a big hand? Everybody be clapping. 2 months later, you now start hearing, Pastor, I can't, I'm done. And I don't know why it is that when they want to break up is when they be speaking nonsense for me. I can't, I'm out. Pastor, no, you don't understand. I can't do this anymore. And I know I say this everywhere I go, but it always makes me laugh when people say they are done. How? 2 months marriage, how are you done? Is it not something they put on fire that can be done? We have not even washed beans, my mom is smelling. I can never seem to understand that thing. The reason why most of us grew up in balanced homes was because our parents were strong enough to do marriage the right way. Now, marriage, they may have had principles that we do not agree with, but a lot of those principles are the principles that help them. They knew what they were getting into. So a lot of times when people say things like, oh, marriage, but our parents married, they didn't know each other. How come marriage was lasting? They may not have known each other. But they told her when she was going, that you see this man that you're going to his house, when you get there, you will respect him. You will cook for him. You will sleep with him. You will have his children. You will train his children. Do you understand? Yes. Draw your ear. Remember the family you're coming from. You're not going to disgrace us. Say yes. Then they will tell the man, you see this small girl that we're coming to give you now. You will pay her school fees. You will train her. You will pay house rent. You will not beat her. They understood what they were getting into. Maybe they didn't have the full picture, but they knew. Everybody understood clearly what their roles and their assignments were. Everybody understood clearly what their needs were. So they entered with eyes open. Maybe they didn't fully understand it, but with eyes open. Now, our eyes are full of other things. And we think that love is what makes a marriage work. Love is the least factor in marriage. The least. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, what is marriage to you? One of the things I learned a long time ago, marriage is not a reward. It's an assignment. A lot of us think, and you know why I know that people think marriage is a reward? Have you seen those guys on social media? You've been dating the guy for 17 years. Then he gives you a ring. And then you're saying, oh my God, it's a lie. What's a lie exactly? What's part of it? That after 17 years, he decides to man up? Or the fact that God is sending you to go and work? Because sometimes I feel like they don't ask questions. Ask people that have gone ahead of you. What do they do in marriage? She said, oh my God, it's a lie. And because you have no idea what you're going in to do, you mess it up. That's the real issue with a lot of marriages today. So the first thing is, what's your definition of marriage? So you're getting married, you think, the way you're celebrating, you think it's because God wants to reward you. No. God wants to send you errand. You understand? So you are not married because you are the most beautiful girl. You are not married because you are the most qualified. You are married because God has one of his sons or one of his daughters that he has a destiny for. And he's looking for who to partner with him to make sure that they fulfill that destiny. So marriage is a journey of destiny. That's what marriage is. It's not a reward. It's an assignment.